Okay, this is just an overview on the Kubtec. I'm going to do a really quick, well, try to be quick video on how to just run it in general, and then I'll do another one on how to troubleshoot some problems that you may run across, that I've run across. Don't be scared of this machine. It tries to be scary and it's really not, I promise. So the key, keep it up in where the laser keys are, because I don't know what DMV would think about us keeping the key in the machine. So it's better to be safe than sorry. You're gonna turn on your machine. You're gonna make sure that you're plugged in. This machine has to stay plugged in all the time, or again, the battery will die. You also wanna make sure you're plugged into your PAX port. All the ports work in all the rooms for now. So you should be good. If you don't plug into your PAX port, then you're not gonna be able to send your images. So it's still loading. It doesn't take long for it to load. I need like elevator music or something. Okay. So here's your screen. You're gonna go up to the big K icon. It's gonna come up with that. Okay, so every time you're gonna calibrate You're gonna calibrate between every case, especially if you switch rooms. If you switch rooms, actually the temperature in the room can change the calibration of the machine. So you wanna calibrate every time. It works best if you do. So you're gonna press next. You wanna make sure there's nothing in there. Yep, nothing's in there, okay. So it's gonna blink red. Red is a good thing. You don't want to open this while it's calibrating. It calibrates for about maybe 3 minutes or so, and it beeps. So you can just kind of wait around while it calibrates. Red is good on this machine. This machine blinks red. It is a good thing. If I knew how to edit videos, I would just stop this, but I don't know how to do any of that. Okay, so we're calibrated, almost. All right, best so you go back to main menu. In a perfect world, your patient list would be in this list. In fact, we might get one today. Let's see here. So you type in your patient's MRN, patient number, or session number. Since I'm already in here today, I'm going to go ahead and type in mine and search. Oh, it didn't come up. Weird. Okay, well, in a perfect world, your patient would come up, and you click on that patient, and then all of this would be filled out for you. However, if it's not, you're gonna have to add a new patient. So you go to new patient, you're gonna type in an MRN number. The MRN number has to be 7 digits, 7. If you have one with 6, put a 0 in front of it. So it'd be like that. You type in your name, you put the birthday, and you'd click add. Right now we're gonna press cancel. So to get a new accession number, you are gonna have to call mammography. When you call mammography, they'll give you an accession number. You'll click new accession, a box will pop up just like before, and it will have an accession number box. You will type that accession number in. If you have already had the patient today, or the patient has already been here before, you're gonna go to patient archive to look at past, say the patient came in for a lumpectomy and now they're having a mastectomy. You don't wanna go back, you don't know when that patient's been here, so I just go back to way before we had this thing and click this date, and I type in the name. And I search. And, oops, if I spelled it right, it would be nice. Let's see. Search. And here I am several times. This is the one I used today, so I'm going to click it, and it'd pop up. Your MRN number always stays the same forever and always. Your accession number would definitely be different. So you'd have to still call and get a different accession number. So, these are past scans, so we're going to do some new scans. We don't have to mess with our past scans. So our past scans, we're going to open up the Kubtec. We're going to pull out our trusty handy dandy thingamahoo. I don't know where the other ones went. I've got several of these made up. There's another one around here somewhere. Who knows? Okay. That has a grid on it. You'll put that in with your specimen on top. You're going to put your specimen in. The highest point of the specimen needs to be under the laser line, or as best as you can get it. And we're going to close it. We're going to come here and we're going to press 3D scan. It measures your specimen. It doesn't really have to worry about it, so you're going to press continue. So now it's acquiring your image. Again, it blinks red when you do this. I think it's to mean that you're not supposed to open the door inside the Kubtec when you're acquiring an image. So it pops up first with a 2D image. And here you can see it's loading your 3D image. It depends on how thick the specimen is. If it's a really tall specimen, it might take longer to get your scans in. This one shouldn't take too long. During this time, this is when they're doing lumpectomies, if they have extra margins, this is when I go ahead and get my extra margin cups ready, because I have a few minutes to get that ready, and I can sometimes collect them before before this even finishes. If you have time. You probably won't. Okay, the image is almost done. Okay, so see, this is still your 2D image. Your 2D image is under K view. Your 3D image is under slices. So you'll click slices, because they will want to go through and look at the slices most likely. You will press play, and it slices through the specimen. It's a lot cooler when it's a real specimen and not just a pen. Then you'll stop it because that's enough. You're going to come up here to text. You're going to take this T, and I put it directly under the specimen, as close to the specimen as I can absolutely make it. I type in the name, of the specimen. You don't have to ask them for a name. Only I just say left lumpectomy or left breast. I always change it to white because they seem to see it better in mammo. And then you're ready to, and it automatically saves your annotation. So you're gonna press PAX. You're gonna send it to PAX. These are all our images from today. Normally you just have 4, but we took images earlier today for demonstration. So then you would press send. And over here, all these little letters and things will start coming up. So then you'll press, you'll see DICOM success send, or sent success. Anyway, that means it's probably sent, and you're probably okay. If it says DICOM or DICON failure, it's not sending. So then you'll have to troubleshoot what's going on. You might not be connected well, your port might not be working on the wall. So after that's done, it takes a minute, and then you can exit out of here, and you're done with your scans. You're completely done. So we're done for the day, or for this case, so we're gonna exit out of it. You're okay to exit. And then we're gonna be done for the actual whole day. So when you're done for the whole day, you wanna shut it down. And then you also wanna turn it off here. So you just turn your key, pull it out, take it back up to the desk. And when you take it back to the pod, you wanna make sure it's plugged in and kept in the spot in front of the IRT equipment. And that's how you use the Kubtec in a nutshell.